Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the RotoBaller Radio Waiver Wire Series, the Week 1 tight end and quarterback show. I'm your host, Anthony Aniano. Happy to be with you as we get you ready for Week 1 of the NFL season. And in part of that, to win big in 2021 with RotoBaller.com's NFL Premium Pass. Are you ready to dominate your season-long and DFS leagues? RotoBaller's NFL Premium Pass and Draft Kit includes rankings, projections, and cheat sheets for all formats. Get exclusive draft articles, DFS tools, lineup optimizers, and premium Slack chats. Join in on the winning and take 50% off any premium pass. And if you use my promo code ACES, an additional 10% off. Visit rotoballer.com/radio. Sign up today and start rotoballing like a boss. All right, everybody. Hopefully you've already checked out the running back waiver wire show, the wide receiver waiver wire show, whether you did it here on YouTube or wherever you listen to the RotoBaller shows. Okay, today, this show, we're going to talk tight ends and quarterbacks who maybe didn't get drafted in your league and are now available on the waiver wire as Week 1 of the fantasy football season closes in upon us, okay? At the tight end position, there's a few players available. Maybe you drafted Irv Smith, right? Injured. He's out for a while. So we have a few tight ends whose rostership is low. And as always, we use yahoo.com percentages for this show. And we start at the tight end position with Cole Kmet of the Chicago Bears. Now, I understand he's splitting time still with the ageless Jimmy Graham. But Cole Kmet at only 31% rostered is still too low a percentage. Cole Kmet could come out Week 1, easily score a touchdown, and people are going to be, reaching for him and overspending for Cole Kmet. So take the advantage of the situation now where his percentage is low and you can add him as your second tight end. Last season, 8.7 yards per reception on 28 receptions and 44 targets. Had 2 touchdowns. And over time, especially when Justin Fields takes over, I expect Cole Kmet, the second-round pick of last season by the Bears, to become the primary tight end in that Chicago offense. I've always said, and I've said it this whole season, unless I'm investing in one of those top 6 tight ends, right? We know Kelsey, Kittle, Darren Waller, Mark Andrews, Kyle Pitts, and then throw Hawkinson in the mix as the tight end 6 potentially. After that, okay, you can stream tight ends potentially based on matchups, okay, and settle for a 10-point floor. Cole Kmet has the ability to do that as the season goes on if he assumes more and more of the tight end 1 role away from Jimmy Graham. Number 2, grossly underrated still, Zach Ertz of the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I don't know if people thought he wouldn't be on the team, if he was going to get cut, but it seems like, and he's had a desire to make peace with that Philadelphia Eagles coaching staff. And currently, if you go and do a Google search on the Philadelphia Eagles depth charts, you know who's listed as the tight end 1? Yeah, Zach Ertz, not Dallas Goedert. That being said, the Eagles have successfully used 2 tight ends in their offense in the past. And when you have Jalen Hurts, who struggles downfield with only a 54% completion percentage last year, when your wide receiver core is young players like Jalen Reagor and the first-round pick Devonta Smith, a veteran tight end is going to have a useful role. That's both Dallas Goedert and Zach Ertz. Now, Zach Ertz's season last year was lost to injury. He only played 11 games. It was also lost to a rookie quarterback who at times struggled, like we said, with his completion percentage. Okay? But Zach Ertz, from 2015 to 2019, averaged over 100 targets each season. Last season, he still averaged 9.3 yards per reception. It wasn't long ago where Zach Ertz was being drafted, where you're now drafting Darren Waller, George Kittle, and those other tight ends. Okay? Zach Ertz is still in Philadelphia. That's where he wants to be, and he is ahead of Dallas Goedert on the depth charts at this moment. He is only 28% rostered. He is being drafted. When he is being drafted, people are drafting him in rounds 15 and 16. He's a freebie, okay? And if you're searching for tight end help, the veteran Zach Ertz is there and is just grossly under-rostered at this point. Up next, Anthony Firkser of the Tennessee Titans. Jonnu Smith has left for New England, and they brought in Jeff Swain, but Jeff Swain currently dealing with a COVID-19 situation. And Anthony Firkser at 17% roster was a useful tight end in deeper formats last season. 39 receptions on 53 targets, 387 yards, 9.9 yards per reception, scored a touchdown, and is only 17% rostered. Firkser was one of the better tight end twos on somebody's team, on an NFL team. Okay, he was more than capable when Jonnu Smith was out, and he was a waiver wire ad due to bye weeks and injuries, was Anthony Firkser. Excuse the dogs barking in the background. Okay, so Anthony Firkser at only 17% rostered continues to be viable and a nice waiver wire ad right now. But finally, my favorite tight end ad leading into week 1 is Adam Troutman of the New Orleans Saints. Only 19% rostered. And maybe that's because he had been taken off the field with a foot injury, but the reports are he's okay. He'll be fine. He avoided major injury. He is the starting tight end for the New Orleans Saints. Okay, a Saints team that under Sean Payton's leadership has the 6th most receiving yards for the tight end position with Sean Payton as the head coach. That has the 4th most touchdowns for the tight end position with Sean Payton as head coach. Okay, so he is in a monstrous position as the second-year tight end, Adam Troutman, for a huge increase in role in this Saints offense. I have Troutman everywhere. I drafted him everywhere I could as my second tight end. Him or Zach Ertz. Those were the 2 players I eyed as my second tight end in almost every league, and I wanted to walk away with one of them. Zach Ertz providing the veteran safety, okay, the floor. Adam Troutman providing the excitement and the upside that the second-year tight end possesses in that Saints offense. If I were to rank these tight ends off the waiver wire, give me Adam Troutman 1, Zach Ertz 2, Cole Kmet 3, and Anthony Firkser 4. Now, real quick at the quarterback position, and we've avoided major injury at the quarterback position this summer, so whoever you drafted as your quarterback 1 should still be your quarterback 1. We're not going to do anything crazy here. However, there are quarterbacks available. If you walked away from your draft with only 1 quarterback, and now your strategy is let me add a second quarterback off the waiver wire, okay? Jameis Winston has now won the job for the New Orleans Saints. I know I avoided the Saints quarterback situation because of the uncertainty there. I didn't want either one of them as my number 2 in case the other player was named the starting quarterback. But now we know Jameis Winston is the QB1 for the Saints, and he should be a QB2 on your fantasy roster. 42% rostered across Yahoo formats. And we know what Jameis Winston can do. Now, some people are remembering that 2019 season. Well, there was good and bad there, right? There was 33 touchdowns. There was 5,100 passing yards. We know the 30 interceptions. That was the first time he's even overthrown over 20 interceptions. If you go back to his career with Tampa Bay, his interception numbers settled in at about 12 or 13. Listen, not great, but they weren't 30 a year either. You assume, and I'm willing to take this assumption, that a year learning from Sean Payton, learning from Drew Brees, hopefully corrects that over-aggressiveness, that recklessness, however you want to phrase it, that leads to 30 interceptions by Jameis Winston. For his career, 121 touchdowns to 88 interceptions. Jameis Winston has thrown for 4,000 or more yards 3 out of 5 years while he was with the Tampa Bay Bucks. If you have Jameis Winston as your second quarterback, the upside is enormous. Second quarterback who may be available to add if you need a second quarterback on your team, the veteran Ben Roethlisberger. If you are all in on the Steelers wide receiver core, Claypool, Juju Smith-Schuster, Deontay Johnson, then how are you ignoring Ben Roethlisberger? Ben Roethlisberger last season only threw for 3,800 yards, which I understand people don't view that as that much. Everybody wants the 4,000-yard passer on 608 attempts, 399 completions. But he did complete 65.6% of his passes. And he did throw 33 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. Najee Harris going to assume a huge role now in that Steelers offense. I understand that. But Ben Roethlisberger is not going away. He's 41% rostered. He has 3 very good wide receivers around him. And he threw, like I said, for 33 touchdowns last year. As a wide receiver 2, Ben Roethlisberger, not fun, right? Not sexy. Not, I got Justin Fields. I got Zach Wilson. I got Trevor Lawrence. I got Trey Lance, right? There's a lot of fun sexiness in some of these young quarterbacks to say you drafted them as your quarterback 2 and now you can put them in as your QB1. However, if you don't need that, if you have Dak, if you have Mahomes, and you just want a safety net as your QB2, you could do worse than Ben Roethlisberger. And finally, Sam Darnold of the Carolina Panthers. He's my sleeper. He's my upside play. Out of New York, away from Adam Gase, and on a team, okay, with DJ Moore out wide, with the rookie Terrence Marshall, with reunited with Robbie Anderson, with a full season of Christian McCaffrey catching passes out of the backfield. Sam Darnold only 15% rostered. Now, he's a career less than 60% completion percentage. Okay, 45 touchdowns to 39 interceptions. But a complete clean slate right now for Sam Darnold in Carolina. Okay, you could say the best 3 wide receivers he's ever had around him with Marshall, Robbie Anderson, and DJ Moore. Hands down, the best running back, the best pass-catching running back he's ever had behind him in Christian McCaffrey. And he is away from Adam Gase. Look at what happened to Ryan Tannehill when he got out of Miami and was put not only in Tennessee and away from Adam Gase, but put with playmakers, Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown. Okay, his value immediately skyrocketed. Sam Darnold at 15% roster, a waiver wire ad as your QB2 could prove to be Ryan Tannehill-esque, which is a useful quarterback, an improved quarterback, and a quarterback you can win with in fantasy football. All right, everybody, don't forget, give me a follow on Twitter at @Aniano Fantasy. Head over to RotoBaller.com and sign up for those premium packages using the promotional code ACES. And we'll see you next weekend with the Week 2 waiver wire. Make sure you check out the running back show, the wide receiver show as well. All right, everybody, stay smart, stay safe. We'll see you next time. Have a good one, folks.